So David Woods did a one-on-one interview with cornerback Roderick Pleasant. We all know that he was a holdover from Deshaun Foster's secondary. Before that, he was over at Oregon. I'm not sure if he saw a lot of playing time at Oregon, but we know the kid is fast, and we know that he really made a name for himself last year at UCLA. You guys know if you're covering UCLA, then I'm covering you. This video is coming from Bruin Report Online, David Woods, Roderick Pleasant. Let's get it.
I'm very excited to be joined by UCLA cornerback Roderick Pleasant. Rod, how's the offseason been going for you so far?
It's been great. Actually, obviously we know just rehabbing and then finally just focusing on one thing. I didn't run track this past spring. We'd be all dialed in on football. It's been amazing.
We're happy for you.
So last season, obviously, the two kind of things about the season. One, the season didn't go well.
Nope.
But for you, I think you made a huge leap. And those 10 games that you were able to play in showed a lot of signs of being a lockdown corner and kind of everything. How do you kind of reconcile that in your head when you're?
He was able to play 10 games last year for UCLA. That gave him a lot of experience, and it really gave him some tape. So honestly, Roderick could have transferred out. He had enough film to where I'm sure a lot of people would have stepped up and would have been happy to have him. So I'm curious personally, what made him stay? Was it Bob Chesney, or was it the fact that he's probably just tired of jumping around?
Thinking about my individual performance versus obviously the season kind of went wrong for the team as a whole.
I just approached every day the same. Like I got here and I wanted to be the best player I can be. And you show up to work and do your job. No matter the outcome, no matter what it is, you have to be the same person. And that's how you ultimately dictate it in your workspace. So I wanted to show up and be that guy and go to work, no matter how anything shakes out. You know that I'm going to step up. I'm going to put my best foot forward any and every time I show up to work.
And last year, I mean, you were basically from practice one, pretty much trusted as that kind of number one corner. You were working with the first string pretty much consistently. What did it feel like to have that trust from the coaching staff from the jump, and how much?
And just so you know, if he wasn't injured this year, we would have got an opportunity to see a lot more of Roderick Pleasant during spring practice and spring ball. But he's been penciled in as a starter even while he's been injured. So hopefully he can rehab. He did say that he didn't run track this year and he wanted to focus in on football. That's not a bad thing because he is the fastest player on the team, at least the defense.
Do you think that helped your performance too? Just knowing that they kind of believed in you from the beginning?
It was great. I was with the ones and they would move me around, and then towards third or fourth practice in camp, I started being with the ones and I was making a lot of plays, and it just never looked back from then on. And they trusted me, they believed in me, and so I was blessed that they actually took a shot on me. I know I didn't play a lot at Oregon and where I came from.
See, that's what I was saying. He didn't play a lot at Oregon. And one thing you got to understand is just because you bring in a transfer that didn't get a lot of playing time at their old school doesn't mean that they're not going to be able to have an impact at their new school. It's just based on opportunity, especially at the DB position. You just need opportunity. That's why I say, let's say that Scooter Jackson don't get an opportunity to play this season based on his grades. Don't move anybody into that spot other than the person that's been backing him up and playing behind him at that cornerback position. Give people an opportunity and you'll end up being a starter like Roderick Pleasant.
And with him taking strides and getting better week by week, is the development. Development is key.
Right?
And so, obviously, at the end of that year, or actually pretty early on in that year, a lot of the staff was out, and then kind of a chaotic finish to the year, just in terms of all the stuff that went on. What made you want to stick with the program? What made you want to hang in there? Because obviously, you put some great film up. You would. Okay,
so David is saying exactly what I was thinking. He did play well last year. He had good film. He was good on tape, and he could have transferred out, but he decided to stay. But I want to hear his response to this question.
Have had an opportunity in the transfer portal. What made you want to stick with UCLA?
I believed in everything Coach Chesney was talking about. I wanted to be part.
Okay, so he said he believed in everything that Coach Chesney was talking about. And this is right on par with what we've been hearing from everyone else, the transfers in, the people that decided to stay, and the recruits. So big ups to Bob Chesney in the way that he's doing things at UCLA.
Part of the change, I want to be a part of rebuild. I wanted to be a part of something special. And I wanted to be on the forefront of it. And with him coming here and what he told us and what he talked about, I was a firm believer. And also, I'm home. This is like 30 minutes from me, 30 minutes from my mom, my family, and I was ultimately like homesick when I left. So being around them, having the support, being able to go back and talk to my mom and actually put a face and not a FaceTime call, it's been amazing. So that's like all those outcomes played a factor. And I think that is the real reason why I wanted to stay and wanted to be a part of something change, a part of something different, and I didn't want to keep moving.
So it was a little bit of that too. He also said that he didn't want to keep moving. I addressed that earlier. Family, did you see his face? Did you see his facial expression when he said, and I was home? That 30 minutes away from campus, I'm telling you, it means a lot, especially in California, which is a beautiful place to live. If you can get these homegrown kids to double back when they do start missing their parents and missing their family members and just missing California in general, that's going to be a big win for us. I mean, we might not win every recruiting battle, but we will win that double back battle.
I'm a big person of loyalty, and that's like changing and leaving so many times. It's like I want to be in a stable foundation, so that was my thing.
How many family members were coming to games last year for you up at the Rose Bowl?
It was a lot every week. So it was exciting. It's great to have that many, have a support system like that. And then also like I love to go back and help the kids. Like this weekend is the Junior Olympics out here, and like I'm a firm believer of the Jets and that foundation that I ran for. So I'm gonna go back and see the kids. My little cousin's running, so you don't get to do stuff like that when you're away. So like all that stuff plays a huge factor, and I was like, man, I want to be able to do that type of stuff.
You can coach people on how to be a good football player, but being able to develop good human beings, that's a plus. I mean, he's obviously a good kid. He has his head on straight. That's exactly the kind of kid that you want to be a part of this Bruin family.
And Coach Chesney shared the story of a few of you guys basically being like the welcoming party for him when he came in for that first, I think, the press conference or whatever. Can you talk about that from your perspective? Because that was when, still a lot of uncertainty about everything, but you guys were there ready to kind of be the forefront of guys that he first met when he came on campus.
Yeah, Coach Chesney's first day I was there when he got on campus. We met. I met Bob Chesney. I met the family, and it felt right. And like he told us the whole spiel and what he wanted to do with the program, and it's everything that I wanted to do. Like this place can be special, and I firm believe in everything that he's doing. So I'm excited about it, and it was funny because I was in a sling. He was happy to see me, so it was nice.
Let's talk about the injury a little bit, because you were in the no contact jersey for most of spring, but watching you running around out there, if you weren't wearing that colored jersey, it wouldn't have been easy to tell that you'd ever been hurt.
Yeah, he definitely was a little frustrated having to wear that jersey. You could tell that he wanted to be out there with the rest of his teammates.
How's the rehab going? Where are you in that process? And are you feeling like you're going to be a full go for fall camp?
It's been amazing. I feel great. I feel like I'm gonna be a full go. I'm gonna be a full go for camp, and I'm excited about it. We got an amazing team. They've helped me make strides in the weight room, with the shoulder, everything. So I'm excited about this season. I'm excited about everything, and it was a blessing in disguise. So it was great.
And so some people talk about like being hurt and it kind of gives you a different perspective on things. Did you kind of gain that from that injury? Having those last two games you weren't able to play in, and then this spring being a little limited, were you able to get kind of a different perspective on the game from being out a little bit?
Just schematically, and also like not being able to do like run track in the spring and stuff like that. I fully got to like take advantage of the weight room and take advantage of all those different aspects of football. And this is the first time I've ever been full go with football my whole life. So like this is the first time I've done football year round. And like when I came out last year, when I got here, I ran track in the spring. And then we had a couple weeks and then we went right into camp. So like me having the full go around and be able to do a lot of football related stuff, I'm excited about this season.
A track body and a football body is not the same thing. Being able to focus on one sport, especially when you're a two-sport athlete, it's a game changer sometimes, especially when you kind of get to that point in your life to where you kind of feel like you want to be a football player or you want to run track or you want to play baseball. Once you lock in and kind of really decide on what you want to do, you can kind of develop that body that you're going to need for that sport.
So last year, I think when we were talking to you in the main media scrum, we asked you who the fastest guys on the team were, and now you've added some new ones. Like Aiden's in there now; he's obviously a fast guy. What's the assessment now? Like, who are the fast? Like, obviously, Roderick Pleasant number one, but who's number two? That's the real question. What's the competition there?
Aiden's a Blazer. Kenny Moore is a Blazer. Leland's fast. We have some guys. Jet's really fast.
Yeah.
So it's whatever day. It's if whoever's day it is, they all shuffle.
So that the secondary this spring, obviously you've got some newcomers in there, but you've got a lot of experience returning. Obviously we'll see what happens to Scooter, but Cole Martin returning at safety, and then you got Teo coming at safety. What do you think of Dante this spring? You know, newcomer in from Virginia Tech, having to play a lot with the ones at different points. What do you think of his performance?
Dante's a great football player. He practiced well. I'm excited about him. I'm excited to have him on this team. And he brings a lot of value, so it's going to be a fun experience. He brings a lot of wisdom to the room. He's played with great guys. He's been a part of a really good secondary. So all the knowledge he has and what he brings to the table is exciting, and I think it's going to be really special.
And that the secondary as a whole seems like it's a very experienced unit. You got a lot of talent. You got a lot of depth too. Do you guys see yourself as needing to be kind of the strength of this defense this year, being like kind of the last line of defense?
We pride ourselves in just doing our job. We do our job, and everything else will take care of itself. But we do what we're expected to do, and we handle what we're expected to handle. So we're not trying to do more than that. We're just trying to do our job, and if we do our job, everything will take care of itself.
That sounds like a kid that's been coached properly. You got to understand, to the people that haven't played football is a team sport. It's a lot of people moving in unison, and when you try to do too much or you don't do enough, it affects the entire team. If a coach can get you to lock in and really focus on what you need to focus on, it's going to improve the entire team. I'm going to tell you right now, bringing in Teo was a game changer, because that kid coming over from Utah and playing the way he played at Utah is going to have a huge impact in the secondary, especially with somebody like Roderick with that type of speed out there going one-on-one with these wide receivers when he needs to.
And then going into fall camp as a full go.
And one more thing, I hope we see more press coverage. I really want us to get into these wide receivers, and you're going to need to play as a team to be able to play that style of defense. Some people don't understand this, but when you play a lot of zone, it's because you got a lot of weaknesses and you're trying to hide certain people in certain areas and certain zones. But when you can get into a wide receiver and play one-on-one, that's going to really allow your linebackers to blitz, allow your safeties to play a little bit more aggressively, and it's just going to put the overall defense in a better position.
What are you excited to show this staff? Is there something that you weren't able to show, it being in non-contact? Is there something, are you just excited to get out there and hit a little bit again? What's the feeling for you?
I'm just excited to be back out there. Like, full go, full contact, full everything. I'm excited. That's the most exciting thing. Like, I felt like I was just like tamed. Like, being around football and not being able to play football is tough. So being out there and being able to get after it with the guys and just be around the guys and compete, like, that's what I'm most excited about. Being able to compete, show up every day and day in and day out, and just get after it. So I'm excited about that.
Very good. I know a lot of people are excited to see you play again this year. Thanks, Rod. Really appreciate the time.
Thank you.
You guys know me, and I always want to give credit where credit is due. Shout out to Bruin Report Online. David Woods with another good interview. Roderick Pleasant said he'll be back for fall camp. That means that we'll be talking fall camp soon. Subscribe to the channel. It really helps push this UCLA content as well as the channel. UCLA Football TV, hosted by West 739.
Fours up.